Okay, state the name of the department, sir, and then just tell me what happened.
Okay, the name of the department is the National Security Agency. I would probably say about a month ago, I was riding my motorcycle near in this area called Alton. It's about 8 miles away from DWI Airport. At the time, I had made a U-turn in the street. I turned my motorcycle off and I pulled over to the side of the road to check my GPS because I was lost. I had a national security officer come over and ask me was I having problems with my vehicle. And I said no. After that, the lady asked me, could she help me? And I repeated no. And then after that, the lady asked me for some identification. And at the time, I asked her what was the problem, and she couldn't, justify asking me for identification. So I said, no, I'm not. I refused to show my identification at the time. And I guess after this incident, after that, I pretty much asked, was I being detained? And the lady said no. So after pretty much I asked was I being detained, and she said no. She stood in front of my motorcycle, and I couldn't pull off. And then she began to ask me, where am I going, and things of that nature. And, I just kept repeatedly asking if I was being detained, and she said no. And they pretty much were threatening to arrest me. And I guess my point is of wanting to actually file this. I talked with the Anne Arundel County Police Department where the incident happened.
Mm-hmm.
She said that she pretty much tried to say that I was in a restricted area and I was on a public road. I was on a public road about 8 miles away from the airport, number one, and I was told that in Anne Arundel County, the only people that have jurisdiction to actually make a traffic stop would be the Anne Arundel County Police Department, the local transit police, and the sheriff's office, not the National Security Agency.
Okay, and was she in a regular police car? What kind of car was she in?
No, she was actually on foot. She was actually on foot when she pretty much stopped me and was asking me questions that I pretty much refused to answer because it was really cold outside that night. I wanted to get home, and I knew that it wasn't her jurisdiction. I was nowhere near the airport. There were no signs posted saying restricted area, and I actually do have the GPS coordinates. I work for the state, and
Okay, you said you work for the state, is that right?
Yes, I work for the government in the state of Maryland, and one of my jobs, is I am a security officer, so I pretty much know the rules and regulations of security, traffic stops, and I guess things of that nature.
I like what I'm hearing. First of all, I think that you were violated, that meaning that she didn't have the appropriate authority to do what she was doing if you were on a public highway or public road. Second, we're on the same page. So I do think you have grounds for a complaint, and we will help you.
Sure. Thank you so much.
No problem. Now, did you file a complaint through our website?
I did not file a complaint through your website. The place that I actually filed the complaint was, the first thing I did was I did my research. I called the Anne Arundel County Police Department, and I asked who had the authority to make traffic stops in that county, and they provided me with that information. And when I contacted, I guess, the federal government, they had a civil rights website. They had a civil rights website, and it was like a place where if you had a problem or you wanted to make a complaint against someone, a federal police officer, you had to submit a fax and a sworn statement and all of that. And I did that about a month ago, and I haven't got a response back. I don't know how long it takes. And I also tried to contact the police commissioner at Fort Meade, where Fort Meade, Maryland is pretty much cut off.
Well, let's do this. Why don't you do me a favor? Send me everything. Send me everything that you filed.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna give you my email address.
Okay. If I give you my email address, would it be possible for you to at least email me yours? Because I'm in a position right now where I don't have writing utensils.
No, not a problem. Let me just get a pad up in front of me, and I can take your email address down. Okay, go ahead.
Sure. My email address is S as in Stephen, M as in Michael, my last name Walker, WALKER, the number 8, at Verizon.net.
Okay. At Verizon.net. Got it.
Yes, and I don't even know if this helps as well, but when the lady asked me for my identification, I asked for her supervisor. I said, if you want to see my identification, bring a supervisor on site, and she refused. She absolutely refused. The only information that I got from her was a badge number.
That's all right. We will get that rest of that information and deal with it. I will tell you what, I'm on the road right now on an investigation. I won't be back in the office for about 3 or 4 days. But as soon as I get back in the office, I will call you, and we'll start working on your case.
Sure. Thank you so much. And I'll definitely email you a copy of the letter that I sent to, I think it's the Justice Department.
Okay.
And I pretty much at the time, since it was all fresh in my mind, I went to specific details because I know as a security officer, when I write an incident report, how specific we have to be. So I just wanted to cut everything out and
totally. We're on the same page. If you can do me a favor, I would still like for you to fill out a complaint form through our website.
Sure.
Okay, and the website is policeabuse.com.
Okay.
And if you'll fill out that form, what it'll do is give me some additional information I'm going to need to file your complaint.
Sure.
Okay?
All right, sir. I can do that. Thank you for your help.
Okay, Mr. Walker. Talk to you soon, and good luck. We're going to help you with this. Expect a call back from me in a couple of days.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Sure.